Right now, it's going to feel like the dog days of summer throughout the week. Our weather team will break down how hot things will get out there.
Plus, with scorching temperatures on their way, we have some ways to stay cool for those without air conditioning.
And more legal troubles, no problem for former President Trump. The latest polling numbers as his GOP competitors prepare to debate in Milwaukee. It's all ahead on News 3 Now at 10. Temperatures will be reaching dangerously high levels in the next few days, with the possibility of reaching triple digits in some areas.
And because of that, our News 3 Now weather team has multiple alert days in the forecast for most of this week. For the latest on these potentially record-breaking temperatures, let's check the first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
You know, right now it's not too bad out here. There's a little bit of a breeze blowing, but those winds will come in out of the south tomorrow, and those temperatures will start to rise. Let's start out by taking a look at the first warn weather alert days that we have in the forecast. This is for tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. We could see high temperatures, especially Wednesday and Thursday, near 100 degrees. That's the actual air temperature. You factor in the humidity, and it'll feel like 105 to 110 degrees in some spots. That is dangerously hot. Heat advisories are in effect for Madison, Dane County, areas to the south, and up in Juneau County during the day tomorrow. But to the west, there are already excessive heat warnings for tomorrow that last into Wednesday. Dane County and areas to the east have an excessive heat watch from Wednesday into Thursday, and those areas out to the west, there's also a watch there for Thursday as well. Time lapse from the WISC-TV Skycam shows hazy sunshine through the day today. There was enough cloud cover to keep temperatures down a little bit, but those skies will start to clear out later on tonight, and that will set up a hot day tomorrow. These temperatures pretty much in line with what we'd expect for this time of year. 83 in Madison, 84 in Janesville, but notice out to the west, a little bit warmer, and those temperatures will continue to rise for tomorrow. Right now, temperatures around 70 in Madison, 60s east of Dane County, 70s to the west, across Dane County itself, 69 in Deerfield, 75 degrees in Cross Plains, and 75 right now in Mount Horton. Look for skies to become mostly clear overnight. Low temperature dropping to 64. However, we'll be looking at high temperatures in the 90s for tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'll tell you what those heat indices will look like in just a few minutes.
With this summer as hot as it's been and with more extreme heat forecasted this week, it is easy to forget that not everyone who has a place to live has access to functioning air conditioning.
Arman Rahman found some solutions to keep you cool and safe even without the AC.
It's just like our body. They also are not designed for extreme environments. Some of them will go bad.
If you don't have AC or it breaks during the summer's extreme heat, UW-Madison engineering professor Giri Venkataramanan says one of the easiest and most effective ways to keep cool is wetting a bandana or cloth and putting it around your neck.
As blood circulates from heart up to the head and comes back, it gets cool and cools the rest of your body as well. I call it the personal ventilation, personal air conditioning.
Another tip is to fill a sock with some rice or beans and then put it in the freezer for a few hours to have something cool and dry underneath your neck when you go to bed. But while it might seem like a great idea to fashion your own evaporative cooler with damp towels or ice in front of fans, experts say don't rely on that in our humid climate.
As you evaporate things, the humidity will increase if you have the water vapor inside the house. It might work in Arizona, New Mexico, Texas. May not be as appropriate for Wisconsin, where we have a lot of humidity.
Of course, there are ways to prevent your AC from failing. Give it a rest by keeping it around 70 to 72 degrees and turning it off during the night.
I mean, these really hot days, getting close to 100, we're not used to that here. All these climate change things are telling that we're going to get more and more of these extreme weather days, and we'll have to adjust ourselves to that.
In Madison, Arman Rahman, News 3 Now.
If you don't have air conditioning and are looking for a place to stay cool, several buildings are opening up availability as cooling centers, and that includes public libraries in Beloit, Janesville, and Verona. In Middleton City Hall, and both the fire and police departments are both open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You'll find a full list of cooling centers at channel3000.com. Meanwhile, high school sports season already heating up. At least one field's playing surface will be helping the players keep a little cooler this year. The new artificial surface at Mansfield Stadium includes an infill to keep temperatures down 20 to 30 degrees compared to the traditional black pellets. Teams from Madison West and Val Phillips Memorial compete there. Renovations to the field were part of a $317 million facilities referendum for voters in the district they approved back in November of 2020. Stay up to date on the weather with our First Warn Forecast weather app, hourly forecast, road conditions, and your latest radar. You can download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC Weather.
To a developing story now, Madison and Fitchburg police say a person is in stable condition after getting shot this evening. Both departments were called to the 2000 block of Greenway Cross in the city of Madison for a weapons offense. One victim sustained gunshot injuries and was taken to a hospital. Another person was taken into custody. Police say this appears to be a targeted incident and that there is no threat to the community. Police in Fitchburg are investigating a murder-suicide that left a man and woman dead. It happened Saturday afternoon when officers responded to a welfare check at a home in the 2800 block of Rimrock Road. There, they found the bodies of a 39-year-old woman and a 38-year-old. Autopsies showed the woman died from multiple gunshot wounds and the man died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Police say the two had a relationship and lived together at the residence.
A law enforcement agent with the Wisconsin Division of Criminal Investigation will stand trial next March in that case involving the shooting of Quadrin Wilson back in February. Mark Wagner is scheduled to stand trial from March 18th to the 29th. He's charged with endangering the public when he fired on Wilson as part of an arrest operation involving multiple agencies. Wilson was in his car when multiple agencies attempted to arrest him on drug charges. Wagner, who was first in line in a string of agents approaching the vehicle, is accused of firing into the car carelessly, putting the public in danger. Wagner's defense team argued that Wagner used deadly force because he believed Wilson was shooting at him, but a gun was never found in Wilson's car or on Wilson.
Janesville police is searching for a man who they say was last seen earlier this month. 55-year-old Tracy Snyder was last contacted on August 8th. He's about 6 feet tall and 200 pounds. Anyone with information on Snyder's whereabouts is urged to contact Janesville Police, the Rock County Communications Center, or Crime Stoppers.
The State Patrol will be extra vigilant in Rock County this week. Aerial enforcement is planned for I-3990 there tomorrow. Pilots will be monitoring traffic from the skies and will communicate with troopers on the ground if they spot a violator. Enforcement is also planned for I-43 in Walworth County. That is set for Wednesday. Republican presidential candidates are getting ready to square off on Wednesday in their first debate of the primary season.
But the biggest name in the GOP race says he won't be joining them in Milwaukee. Skylar Henry has more details from the White House.
Former President Donald Trump is pulling away from his 2024 Republican challengers in the polls and in person. Trump posted on social media, new CBS poll, just out, has me leading the field by legendary numbers. I will therefore not be doing the debates.
I have no problem with him skipping the first couple of debates. He's been on the debate stage plenty of times. He's been in the White House for 4 years. This is my chance to introduce myself to the country.
Vivek Ramaswamy is one of at least 7 candidates the RNC says has qualified for this first debate. Several others claim they've hit the thresholds. Trump's absence may be an opening to reach voters.
The good news is you're there and you'll be able to fire away with your vision and tell people in an unfiltered way why you'd do a good job as being the next president of the United States.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is trailing Trump by 46 points in the latest CBS News poll. Former President Trump may be angling for some debate counter programming with an interview he has taped. He's also expected in Georgia this week. Trump and 18 co-defendants face a Friday deadline to surrender in Atlanta on charges of trying to overturn the state's 2020 election results.
He's going to be out on bail in 4 different jurisdictions. That really? When are we going to stop thinking that's normal?
Trump is holding a lot of sway with his supporters. 71% say they believe he tells them the truth more than their friends and family, or even their religious leaders. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
And as organizers set the stage for the GOP presidential debate, protesters are preparing too. There are a handful of groups planning protests in the Milwaukee area. Among them, the Coalition to March on the RNC 2024. They're protesting the GOP's stance on everything from labor to civil rights.
People in Milwaukee are concerned for their well-being in the presence of people who have dedicated massive amounts of time and money into hurting them.
Milwaukee police tell us they are working with federal partners to ensure a safe Republican primary debate. They did not share more details, citing security reasons. And be sure to stay with News 3 Now as our reporting teams join us live from the debate in Milwaukee throughout the day Wednesday. News 3 Now this morning, anchor Chris Stanford will give you everything you need to know in the morning, and reporters Will Keneally and Catherine Merck will be tracking the debate live from Fiserv Forum throughout the night.
Meanwhile, attorneys for former President Donald Trump worked out bond terms in the Georgia racketeering case against him. After a meeting with the Fulton County District Attorney, Trump's team agreed to a $200,000 bond and other release conditions. Trump is expected to turn himself in for arrest and arraignment this week.
Today, the Madison Metropolitan School District had Staff Orientation Day as it added 250 new members to the team. New teachers were busy this morning getting their computers, completing paperwork, and getting their badges. Some are brand new to the profession, and some are veteran educators looking to continue their career with MMSD.
We have told them this morning that teaching is the most important profession, and it is also one of the hardest. So our teachers know that they are in this for the long haul, and they're in it because they matter more than anybody else in these kids' school experience right now.
This afternoon, the teachers had the opportunity to go to their new schools to meet with the principals and have orientation there. There's still more ahead on News 3 Now at 10, including Gary's complete forecast, where he'll break down tomorrow's alert day for dangerous heat.
But first, Southern California looks to clean up after receiving record rainfall from what was once Hurricane Hillary. And we'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the Best Evening Newscast by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
Your family's year-round comfort is our year-round commitment at RG Heating and Air Conditioning. We install quality Trane equipment and service all brands so your home's furnace and AC will perform their best year-round. RG Heating and AC.
America, come along with our adventure seekers, the Sanchez family, and discover summer with the Ford F-150. See how available features like Pro Trailer Backup Assist make backing up as easy as turning a knob. Watch as Pro Power on board lights up the night. And Ford Blue Cruise makes driving even more fun. Now get a Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Lightning with 3.9% APR financing for 60 months plus $1,000 retail trade assist cash and $500 low APR cash.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjord's furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Visit the Century House today and view our extensive lineup. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjord's furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
We need to talk about Sonobello.
We are getting rid of all of this today.
Ladies, this summer you can cover up or feel confident from head to toe with Sonobello. One visit permanent fat removal.
Look at this shape. My tummy is gone and my hourglass shape is back.
Wherever there's excess fat, we can remove it. That's what we do all day, every day.
Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good.
I could actually wear a two-piece after 25 years.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Now, with our Best Bodies summer event, you can schedule your free, no-obligation consultation, plus save $250 off instantly. That's $250 off your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more. Call 1-888-634-9939 or go to sonobello.com.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. RG Heating and AC. We'll always treat you like family. Guaranteed.
The Jennifer Hudson Show is action-packed. We're learning about love with Jay Shetty.
A lot of relationships have expectations, but they don't have agreements.
Then Ugly Betty's Michael Urie.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. In today's Health Watch, there is good news for parents. The FDA has approved a new vaccine to protect newborns against RSV. Pfizer's vaccine is actually given to mothers while they are still pregnant, and from there, it provides protection to babies that carry it with them when they are born. The shot is 82% effective at preventing severe RSV in newborns, and it lasts for about 6 months.
New data shows many Americans continue to skip doses of life-saving prescription drugs because they think they cannot afford them. A Health News poll finds 44% of people 65 and older are not aware that the price of insulin is now capped at $35 a month. About 1/3 don't know new limits on out-of-pocket prescription drug costs are happening in the coming years, all part of the Inflation Reduction Act. CBS News medical contributor Celine Gounder says additional savings are available right now for seniors on Medicare.
For this year, the other major category is vaccines. So, for example, shingles vaccine could cost you a couple $100s out of pocket to pay for. Shingles is extremely painful if you get it, but a lot of seniors don't get the vaccine because of the cost.
Next year, the Inflation Reduction Act will phase in further price controls for Medicare patients, with the annual out-of-pocket cap dropping to $2,000 in 2025.
Nissan is recalling more than 235,000 Sentras because drivers could lose control of them. The affected vehicles are 2020 through 2022 models. The issue is a front suspension rod that can bend on certain impact, like bumping a curb, and once that happens, the driver can lose the ability to steer the vehicle. Nissan will send letters to owners in October inviting them to have their cars inspected if they experience any steering issues. Then, when the replacement parts become available in winter, all owners will be allowed to get the part replaced regardless of whether they've noticed any issues.
President Biden and the First Lady are visiting Maui today to get a first-hand look at the massive destruction caused by the wildfires. Flames engulfed the historic town of Lahaina almost 2 weeks ago, killing more than 100 people. The Maui County mayor now says 850 people are officially listed as missing. The Biden administration says it plans to continue to bring in resources to support the needs of the people and be there for Maui as long as it takes.
Country grieves with you, stands with you, and will do everything possible to help you recover.
FEMA says it's distributed over $8.5 million so far to about 8,000 Maui families.
In Southern California, so far, no deaths are being attributed to the first tropical storm to hit that area in 84 years. Sunday's storm did drop more than 6 months worth of rain, washing out roads and turning other roads into raging rivers. But the cleanup won't be easy, or will it be quick? Entire communities are covered in several feet of mud.
It really has been since about 11 o'clock last night. One thing after another that just continues to compound on us.
And Hillary also brought flooding to Las Vegas and heavy rain as far north as Idaho and Oregon. Well, it'll feel like the dog days of summer. Starting tomorrow, alert days in the forecast. Gary has the latest.
Yeah, we're not alone in the heat. Right. I mean, the whole central part of the country is just sweltering, and this is just kind of almost unbelievable heat. Let's take a look at the heat bulletins. Excessive heat warnings have been issued from northern Texas and northern Louisiana all the way up into the Twin Cities, covering the western parts of our viewing area. There are excessive heat watches over parts of central Indiana, northeastern Illinois, eastern Wisconsin, also down toward the New Orleans metro area. And outside of that, heat advisories are in effect. This is just crazy heat. We do have first warn weather alert days in the forecast for the next 3 days for high temperatures, especially Wednesday and Thursday. It could be up around 100 degrees, at least over parts of southern Wisconsin, with heat index readings perhaps as high as 105 to 110 degrees. That is just dangerously hot. As far as the heat is concerned, you know, the difference between heat exhaustion and heat stroke, if you have heat exhaustion, you kind of feel faint. You get more of a throbbing head when you have heat, more heat toward heat stroke. Excessive sweating for heat exhaustion, that's what tries to cool you down. But when you stop sweating, that's really a dangerous sign that heat stroke could start to occur. Cool, pale, clammy skin when you have heat exhaustion. It turns red and hot when you're not sweating, when you have heat stroke. Nausea and vomiting, possible for both of those, and you get a rapid weak pulse when you have heat exhaustion, and a stronger pulse when you have heat stroke, because it just your body is trying everything it can to cool itself. Muscle cramping when you have heat exhaustion, and by the time you get the heat stroke, you may lose consciousness, and death is a possibility. So again, you want to make sure that you just stay as cool as possible, get into some air conditioning as quickly as possible, and not only are we dealing with the high humidity, but we're also dealing with the potential for record records. Now, tonight's low temperature of 64 won't be near the record low, but tomorrow's high of 91 will be very close to the record high of 94. I've got a high of 99 forecast for Wednesday and 97 for Thursday, very close to record highs. But we could also set lows, record warm low temperatures as well for Wednesday and Thursday mornings. And future track heat index, you factor in the humidity. This is what it feels like Tuesday afternoon. Mid-90s in Madison, but around triple digits out to the west. A little bit hotter there. We go into Wednesday. That's probably going to be our hottest day. We're looking at heat index readings between about 105 and perhaps close to 110 degrees over parts of southwestern Wisconsin. And even on Thursday, we're still looking at those heat index readings around the triple digits, just dangerously hot. Three things you need to know in the forecast. Again, those high temperatures in the 90s to near 100. The heat index readings will be very high, and then the heat should break by the weekend with high temperatures dropping back into the mid-70s. Look at the high temperatures today. 83 in Madison. To the south and west, temperatures were in the triple digits. These are current temperatures. This is 10 o'clock at night. 88 in Omaha, 86 in Kansas City. This is the heat that's heading in our direction. Take a look at the dew points. Omaha, Nebraska, 82 degrees. That's beyond tropical. You factor those two together, this is what it feels like at 10 o'clock at night. 108 degrees in Omaha, Nebraska. That is just crazy heat. And again, this is just out to the west and heading in our direction. So it's something we just need to take very seriously. We have excessive heat warnings for tomorrow into Wednesday for areas west of Lone Rock, east of Lone Rock, including Madison. We have heat advisories, and then we have excessive heat watches for Wednesday and Thursday for all of southern Wisconsin. So this is a 3-day deal that we're going to be dealing with. Tomorrow's high 91. Record high is 94. You factor in the humidity, it'll feel like 94 to 99 in Madison and probably triple digits out to the west. Look for a high of 89 Mazomanie, 91 in Middleton, and 91 in Fitchburg. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 94 La Crosse, 93 in Prairie du Chien. A little bit cooler to the east, 82 degrees in Fond du Lac. They'll get a bit of a lake breeze late in the day. First warn 7 to 10 day forecast. Temperatures near the triple digits Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, not quite as warm, but still humid. There might be a thunderstorm chance Thursday night and Friday night. And then finally, mid-70s for the weekend to around 80 early next week. At least it'll be dry, but the humidity levels will be down.
And coming up in sports, Jonathan Taylor might not be a Colt much longer. The okay he got to look elsewhere is next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes! Everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Trust your feet to Morgan's Shoes.
Why Nout? Why not? Feel the comfort and durability of Nout footwear at Morgan Shoes. Nout shoes and sandals feature full-grain leathers in a multitude of colors. Nout's cork and latex composite insole is designed for daily comfort and support, and they are made to last. You'll enjoy Nout's luxury. Shop Morgan Shoes Hilldale for your next pair.
Morgan Shoes, trusted since 1961.
Morgan Shoes Hilldale.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains, designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Hi, my name is Mitch Cromody of A&F Farms, and this is my John Deere. I would say what stands out for me for Sloan Implement is customer service, showing that they care and always being there when you need something. They'll get on it as fast as they can. We went over there and met Ryan to look at a sprayer, and ever since then we bought a ton of implements and tractors and stuff from him, and you always felt safe buying something from them. So if we had our choice, it'd always be Sloan's, because it's just been wonderful to work with, and that's why I think Sloan's first.
Want a tighter, flatter tummy and the hottest deal of the year? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
After my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me self-conscious.
Emotionally, it was really sad. Feeling good up here, but you look down and you don't.
After having my babies, it went in different direction. From here, it went to here, and I just couldn't get rid of that.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
I got the tummy tuck results without the tummy tuck downtime.
And I finally got the flat stomach I wanted.
I'm able to get back in my size 8 jeans. I feel sexy, I feel confident.
But it feels good to feel good and look good.
Schedule your free no-obligation consultation now and find out how to get your dream body on your budget with our best offer of the year. Call or go to sonobello.com and get exclusive access to our employee-only pricing.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes! Everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
After a 5-5 first season leading UW-Platteville football, Ryan Munns is expecting bigger things this season. Experience-wise, his team has it. The Pioneers returned 10 starters on defense and 9 starters on offense. So the foundation of the program's culture has already been built. Now it's about putting their heads down and working on taking that next step, because Platteville put themselves back on the map with some big wins in 2022.
Year 2 is definitely the hardest because there's a baseline, right? We did just enough to put ourselves on the map and get people saying, okay, something's changing over there. Now it's time to go, and we don't want to be a good team because that was 5-5 last year. We want to be a great team, and in order to be a great team, we have to do X, Y, and Z.
We're so good, man. Our defense, our offense, we're both flying around. The intensity's definitely stepped up. We got a lot of guys coming back. We're really excited.
Platteville kicks off their season next Thursday night against Lakeland University in Plymouth, Wisconsin. The Pioneers won the last meeting between the two back in 2019 by 27 points. Wisconsin is 12 days away from their season opener against Buffalo, and the preseason honors keep on coming for Braylon Allen. The Badger running back has been named a second-team preseason All-American by the AP. Allen led UW in rushing each of the last 2 seasons and is coming off back-to-back 1,000-yard performances. On the first day of training camp, Jonathan Taylor asked to be traded. Since then, the Colts and JT have been like this, opposite ends of each other. But now it appears the All-Pro running back and the Indianapolis Colts have found some common ground. ESPN is reporting that the franchise is willing to give Taylor what he wants and has given him the okay to seek a trade. Former Badger is entering his final year of his rookie contract and has said he's looking for a long-term deal. Former Packer offensive lineman Brian Bulaga will be honored at his alma mater on October 21st. Iowa has named him this year's America Needs Farmers Wall of Honor recipient, which salutes former Hawkeye football players who exemplify the tenacity, work ethic, and character of the Iowa farmer. Before his 10 years in Green Bay, Bulaga was one of the best offensive linemen in the country as a Hawkeye. And in case you missed it over the weekend, former Madison Memorial standout Darius Fountain found the end zone against the Colts, the team who drafted him in 2018. Fountain led the Bears in receiving with 5 catches for 86 yards and that touchdown. We're back after this.
The Volkswagen Taos, German engineering everyone can get into. Visit your local Volkswagen dealer for 1.9% APR financing for 36 months on a new 2023 Taos or Tiguan.
Keep your home protected with Menard's great selection of exterior paints and stains. Dutch Boy Exterior Stain and Sealer is dirt and scuff resistant and begins repelling rain in just 4 hours after application. Pick up a gallon for $31.99 after rebate. Refresh your home with a new coat of Dutch Boy Forever Paint and Primer in one. It offers exceptional hide and fade resistance for a beautiful color that lasts. Get a gallon of Forever Exterior for $37.99 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Progress means producing renewable fuels for trucks on the road today.
We're partnering with farmers to develop these fuels using everything from plant byproducts to cow manure. And then using those fuels to help lower the life cycle carbon intensity of the transportation industry. Driving the world forward today while forging new roads to the future. That's energy in progress.
Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
At Lawton Cates, we connect you with top medical specialists after a serious injury. We hold the insurance company responsible for your lost wages and hospital bills, and we won't accept anything less than what you deserve. Your life counts. Lawton Cates.
At Foster Funeral and Cremation Services, we honor legacies. Let us take care of the arrangement so you can focus on saying goodbye. Veteran-owned and operated. Experience exceptional care and affordable service with Foster Funeral and Cremation Services.
Intuitive sit to start in the all-electric ID4. It's the little things. It's a VW. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today and get a $7,500 lease bonus on a new 2023 all-electric ID4.
Republican presidential debate coverage Wednesday on News 3 Now.
Finally tonight, visitors to a well-known sunflower farm in the UK are being urged to keep their clothes on. The Stoke Fruit Farm on Hayling Island issued this unusual request on social media. The owners say too many visitors to the field of 2 million sunflowers were posing naked among them for photo shoots. The farm's owners became concerned after children visiting the farm were exposed to, well, where the sunflowers don't shine. Although there have been risque social media posts from the farm before, this is the first year that it has definitely become a real problem.
Now, you see my house with all the sunflowers on the side. I don't have that problem yet, but so
keep it that way, Gary. Keep it that way.
Keep the neighborhood okay.
Final check of the forecast.
Oh, you may feel like you want to take off some clothes just because it is going to be blistering over the next couple of days. Live view from the Edgewater Sky Cam, not a problem there. Temperatures tonight, comfortable. 70 right now, Madison. 72 Lone Rock here in Dane County. 69 in Sun Prairie and 68 in Edgerton. High temperature tomorrow, 91. Record high is 94. Heat index will make it feel like it'll be close to 100. And again, we have first warned weather alert days in the forecast for the next 3 days. Heat index readings could hit 110 on Wednesday and Thursday.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.